Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my shelf space book club announcements for January, February, and March. These will be not only the book pick announcements, but it will also be the guest host announcements for each of those months, and I'm very excited. So if you didn't already know, if you're new to my channel and haven't seen me talk about it before, I do run a sci-fi fantasy book club here on YouTube called Shelf Space. We have a Discord server that I will link down below. We also have an Instagram that you can go check out if you are feeling so inclined. I think it's a really fun community, and every month I will select a different guest host or a fellow fantasy, sci-fi booktuber on the community to help me pick out a sci-fi or fantasy book for that month. So we read the book throughout the month, and then at the very end of the month we have a live show where we discuss all of our thoughts, both spoiler-free and spoiler thoughts. It's been really fun doing this so far. In the past, we've talked about Kings of the Wild, we've talked about Malice, City We Became, Leviathan Wakes. We're about to talk about Sword of Kaigen with Elliot Brooks. And this month, as a reminder, we are discussing Promise of Blood by Brian McClellan, and our guest host is Alan over at the Library of Alexandria. So if you want to see all the past books that we've talked about and all of the past guest hosts for that month, I'm going to leave all of that information in the description box down below. All of the guest hosts have been amazing. They're all here on BookTube if you want to check out their channels. I highly recommend all of them. So without further ado, let's talk about next year. So to start the year off, January 2021, we are discussing City of Stairs by Robert Jackson Bennett. I read Foundry Side and Shorefall this year, and it is a new fantasy favorite series for me. I absolutely adored it. So I've been really wanting to check out Robert Jackson Bennett's previous trilogy that he wrote before Foundry Side, and I've heard really good things. I know that Reagan over at Peruse Project has talked about this series very highly. It says that you've got to be careful when you're chasing a murderer through Bulakov, for the world is not as it should be in that city. When the gods were destroyed and all worship of them banned by the polis, reality folded. Now stairs lead to nowhere, alleyways have become portals to the past, and criminals disappear into thin air. First of all of that sounds so cool. The murder of Dr. Ephraim Pongi, I think is how you say that name, the Polish diplomat researching the continent's past, began something. Now, whispers of an uprising are fluttering out from invisible corners. Only one woman is willing to pursue the truth, but it is likely to cost her everything. So excited for this. I can't wait to check it out. I've heard it's very heavy on themes of like the gods and all of that. I love that stuff in fantasy, so I'm very excited. And our guest host for January is one of my really good friends. I love her BookTube channel so much. Her name is Vish over at bookswithv. I love her channel. You guys have to go check it out. I love her taste in books. She's been reading fantasy and sci-fi for a long time now. She is the most delightful human being, so sweet, so much fun. I'm gonna link her channel down below so that you can go check it out. And this is the book that we selected together, and I could not be more excited for it. So if you want to join us in January, please feel free to do so. Please go ahead and join the Discord if you're not already a part of it. For February, the book pick is going to be Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. So this is a new release by this author who is the same author of a previous series that starts with Trail of Lightning that I've heard really good things about and would love to check out after this. Black Sun, I've heard already a lot of great buzz for. It's been getting some really good reviews, and the concept for it is just so cool. It says that it's inspired by the civilization of the pre-Columbian Americas and woven into a tale of celestial prophecies, political intrigue, and forbidden magic. A god will return when the earth and sky converge under the black sun. I just think this sounds so unique, so different than anything we've read so far. I'm really excited for it. It's also always fun to be getting in on some new releases, so we try to always balance out reading some more backlist books or some older release fantasy books and trying to keep up with some new ones as well. So very excited for this one. And our guest host for February is Charles over from Books on Stereo, who has an amazing channel. I've buddy read a book with him before. It was so much fun. I'm so glad that he's going to be guest hosting for us in February. I love his personality. I love how he talks about books. You guys have to go check out his channel. I know that we're gonna have such a fun time on the live show. It's gonna be great. So if you'd like to join us in February, we would love to have you, and I can't wait to read Black Sun. And then for March, the book pick for March is going to be Fate of the Fallen by Kade. This is also a newer release fantasy book, I believe from this year, and it sounded really intriguing. It sounded like it was taking the idea of the chosen one trope. Editing Jessie here to cut in and say, I think my previous description of this book was a little bit spoilery. I think previous descriptions I'd heard of this book might have been a little bit spoilery. So I'm gonna cut it down and just say that I think that this book follows two best friends, one of them being the chosen one. Something happens and it sounds like it takes the chosen one trope and completely turns it on its head. And that for me is such an intriguing premise because I absolutely adore the chosen one trope, and I can't wait to see how this just completely flips it on its head, just totally surprises you. So I think that this is gonna be really fun, and that is my description, completely spoiler free. I just think that this sounds like a really fun time. It's not too long, so I'm excited to check it out and see if it is going to live up to some of the hype that it's been getting. And our guest host, I'm so excited for this because it is going to be Erin over at Booked and Busy, who is fantastic. And if you didn't know, Erin also has her own book club called the Busy Bee Book Club. She also reads sci-fi and fantasy books and other genres, I believe. I know that they've read Mexican Gothic, for example, in the past. If you're also looking for other book clubs to check out and join, maybe her options every month are really appealing to you. I highly recommend checking out her channel, not only because she's the most delightful personality and just seems like the sweetest human, but she also has really fun recommendations for all different types of fantasy books. And what we're doing is we're kind of combining both of our book clubs for the month of March. So we're kind of inviting everyone from her book club, everyone from my book club, combining us together and all reading Fate of the Fallen. I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be a blast. So I'm gonna link all of the information for her channel and her book club down below if you want to go check it out. So that is the announcement for January, February, and March of next year. I hope that one of these or all of these appeal to you and that you're interested in joining. Even if not, no worries. You can join whenever you feel like it. You don't have to participate every month to be a part of the Discord community or to even join this book club at all. You can kind of pick and choose which months you would like to join for. No problem, no pressure. Do what you want. Once again, all of the information for all of the books, all of the guest hosts are going to be down below, so definitely check out that description box. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!